Spell Stutter for 3, and we can drop Grafdiggers. Yeah, I think Blossom is better for the Dirtle plan. Pod the Waller Roots. Into a Kitchen Finks. I'm tempted to just double block here. It just kills it. This leaves him with nothing but a Birds of Paradise on the board that he can maybe pod into a Voice of Resurgence or something. No, Persist doesn't happen. Tempted to even just go for the throat and then attack him for 2, but I think I'm better off playing the Dirtle plan and leave up Scion of Una. If he's missing land drops, it might have been worth it to just go for the throat there and cut him off of stuff. If he pods his Bird's Paradise, I will flash out Scion of Una right away, because he's probably getting a Voice of Resurgence. He's going for an Eternal Witness to re-get his Voice of Resurgence. I would assume that's what he might be getting, the Finks. He's getting the Finks that go for the throat's going to wait for that Kitchen Finks. Thoughtseize. Alright, so now we're just going to kill him. New plan. He's going to take my go for the throat, but he's going to go to 15 to do it, so he's going to be still at effective with 17 next turn. So we'll see what we draw here. Double Bitter Blossom is a clock, by the way. For those of you unaware. And it's a clock we're taking. Oh yeah, he can't pod, you're correct. I forgot about Grafdiggers just turning off pod. In my head I see Grafdiggers as a way to turn off the graveyard portion of it. Now what would be amazing would be as if I drew another Scion of Una. However, I think we just win this. There's not a lot of ways to come back from this kind of a hand. Okay, what can I do here? Item for 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I think we just Deathmark this. Yeah, because we could have swung with this too, but then he'd block and he'd potentially block and trade. Probably not, but this is guaranteed damage, so we're gonna go with the tar pit. It's the same amount of damage as beat evolve, but this is guaranteed at least. So no chumping the big damage portion. You can only chump one of the 2/2s. This is, like I said, one of the big reasons that Scion is good in this deck. It allows you to be very, very aggressive. Like, odds are we're killing him here before he runs out of time on the clock. And we were on the stall plan. He's obviously getting land screwed, which is unfortunate, but it has to happen to somebody besides me sometimes. Yeah, he's done. Okay, so we're still in the day. Oh, God. For the extreme rub-ins. Oh, we got one more round. See if we can at least still 3-1 this tonight. While we wait for that, I'll pull up my list, and I'm once again going to step away for just a minute. But I got to go check on my cat. He got stuck in a bag and was panicking and running down the stairs. So I'm going to go make sure he's okay. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, you guys. I'm back. Sorry, I had to go check on the cat. He was playing in the closet and tried to climb into a bag and then got the straps in the bag caught around his legs and panicked and was bolting around the whole house. Yeah, it is always fun to win when your plan is to time them out because they took so long, and it's always nice to turn around and just beat them for reals. Anyways, so it's kind kind of a good justification. It makes you feel not quite as bad about forcing the timeout, since it's not something you can do in real Magic, only in online. So. Yeah, he's just the little black kitten that you've probably seen jump up on my chair a few times. He's only a couple months old. I adopted him from work. Well, adopted. He was a stray at work, and we took him home. So this is one of the lists I've been messing with a little bit here for. I actually need to update this. We'll update this while we're sitting here waiting. This is how I'm kind of thinking of for starting when we get polluted delta. That's coming out. That's coming out. That's coming out. Basically, I cut all 4 river tiers for 4 polluted deltas, and then I threw in one of Watery Grave, replacing. I don't even remember what it was. Oh no, this list has 26 lands, so this list actually needs to cut one other thing for the Watery Grave, probably a Secluded Glen. This gives you 4, 5, 6 targets for your polluted deltas, and lets you have a little bit better chance of dodging a Blood Moon loss without turning your mana base into something that really gets punished too hard. BAB? What is BAB? What is one card I'm missing here? Oh, it's the memory side. And I'm missing one card. 1, 2, 1. I'll just go through it. Oh, the Buy a Box promo? Oh, okay. No, I actually haven't. Which is weird for me because I usually follow promo stuff because promo stuff is my thing. So I like alternate art versions of cards more than I like anything else. Oh, okay, there we go. I mean, it's neat. The regular one might have been better off as the promo, and this one being the regular one, just because this one's a little more detailed, kind of a little more fancy. Shows like, I don't know. I think this would have been a cooler Buy a Box promo than this one. Yeah, so this is probably where I'm going to start when we get cons. The downside of going to polluted deltas over river tiers is it cuts down on your turn 1 discard mana, because it means you have to play that and then fetch up a swamp or a Watery Grave. Like if it's for Inquisition, you can probably afford to fetch an untapped Watery Grave since you only have 1. You're not going to be doing a fetch into a shock very often, so taking a little bit of damage isn't a big deal. This list, though, with the fetches and the 1 shock, might not want the Vendetta. You might want just a Doomblade in its place or another Slaughter Pact. Because then you have this, all of these, and these that all cost life plus your lands. that might be too much. Might be better to cut the Vendetta, because even though I've been pretty happy with the Vendetta lately, um, there's not a lot of things that have more than 4 toughness that you need to kill that Vendetta can hit, whereas sometimes you're forced to dismember for 1 mana to kill like a Goblin Guide, and that just feels bad, whereas a Vendetta is pay 1 black at instant speed and you only take 2. So, I don't know. I've been happy with it as a 1-of. I don't see it that often, but it's not dead super often. I've also gotten a lot better over the past couple of weeks at managing my life total for all my spells. Like, I think that's actually one of the big things about the fairies deck, anyways, is being able to keep track of all of that. Knowing when it's okay to spend some life, when it's not okay, when it's okay to take a hit, and still be able to kill your opponent reasonably. And that's, I think, one of those things that just comes with doing well, or even just not even doing well, just playing a lot. Like, the more you play fairies, the better off you're going to get at those kind of decisions. And a lot of the game being very tight, like very close. Very rarely do you have games where you blow your opponent out and you win and you're still at 15 to 20 life and just dominated. It happens, especially with the Scion version. It happens more often, but it doesn't happen that often. Most games that I win, I'm below 10 life. Life total is very much a resource in this deck. Very, very, very much a resource. And learning how to correctly manage that is probably the biggest thing you're ever going to get out of playing the Fairies deck and getting good at it. And it's one of the reasons why when you first start playing it, you're going to lose a lot because it's hard to transition to that. When I first started playing Fairies competitively, like 4 or 5 months ago, I was getting crushed pretty easily. Like, I was doing decent, but I won a from the vaults 20 with Fairies, and I did decent at a 5K. I didn't cash it, but I did decent. But there was a lot of times where just all the math and stuff that you need to do to figure out when you're gonna die and try and kill them first is basically what it comes down to. And I haven't been able to get better at that until I started playing it on Moto, where I can actually start playing it 4 or 5 days a week type of stuff. They need to reprint Purple's Recall online. It was a promo or something. It's down to 55. No, last round of the daily should be starting here in a couple of minutes at the most. We're at 52, so we're 2 minutes over. So within the next 2 minutes, the round should switch over to the round timer. Hey Sigs, how's it going, man? Wait, we're 2-1, right? Yeah. pod. This is stupid. Oh, sorry for anybody joining the chat. Chat's gonna reset over here. Anyways, hey Sigs, what's up? I'm putting this in the chat so that way anybody joining us will see. For at least a few minutes, I'll see it on my stream. Oh. We are 2-1 now, going into round 4, playing the same list I've been playing for the past 2 weeks or so. Yeah, Sigs, link the list and I'll take a look at it when I get a chance. I played the Hoogland's URFA for a long time. Like for almost a year I played it. And also let me know what you were running into issues with. That might be part of it, because I know one of the main reasons I'm playing fairies over blue-red fairies is I had a lot of trouble with some of the decks that are just landing things like Goyf after Goyf or Worm Coils, and it was just too hard to recover from that, which is one of the big reasons I switched. That, and I also love Bitter Blossom, and I'd much rather play Bitter Blossom as long as it's remotely viable. Are you playing the list that I 3-1'd or 4-0'd with like 2 months ago? Wait, is it this list? Or it's probably the one that it didn't have a boomerang, I think, when I 4-0'd with it. I think it had a shadow of doubt. I still think this is a strong list. It just has a lot of trouble with multiple Goyfs or black-green eggs in general. And sometimes Tron can be very hard for it. Sometimes Tron is a cakewalk. Just tempo them out, keep them off their ramp stuff. I'm on the draw. I'll keep this. I have a Blossom, a Lily, and a turn 1 kill spell. And then late game I have Batterskull. What are we playing against? Alright, this is one of the benefits of Vendetta. And I think we might be seriously playing Pod for a 3rd time in a row today. Hopefully we can run it back and I can get all my vengeance on all the Pod lists that crushed me lately. Ooh, okay guys. Now we have a dilemma. Oscar! Chill. Alright guys, what do you think here? I can either run out the Bitter Blossom or fire off an Inquisition. I did potentially missing a land drop next turn. I think it's better to go ahead and get the Blossom active since I've already disrupted his turn 1. And I'm potentially not hitting a 3rd land, so if I hit a 3rd land, Lily doesn't happen. We're going to go... A lot of times they don't run that many Decays main deck, so I'm not too worried about getting my Bitter Blossom decayed in game 1. Ugh. Alright. I can counter a 3 drop. Or I can Inquisition him. I really needed to hit a land drop there is what I needed. I didn't want to fire off the Inquisition because I want to be able to get some value out of these spell stutters. You have to have one of his 4 drops for me to not be able to counter. I'm taking a hit here too, because I want to be able to hit a 3 drop. Like that. Like obviously if I would have Inquisitioned last turn, I would have been able to have hit that with the other one, but this at least advances my board state a little bit. Hopefully I hit a land. Of course not. We're doing the same thing. We're going to miss land drops. We're not going to fire off our 1-drop spell until Spell Stutter is not going to give us value, because now Spell Stutter counters his deck. Can I take one more hit here? I think I can take one more. I want to be able to counter 5 drops for sure before I go into force field mode. Come on, land drop. Now I'm tempted to just race. I have Slaughter packed up to stop any combo. I could flash out the Scion Boona right now. Hit him for 2, 4, 6, 8. Let's see if he blocks. I have a stop. Make sure I have a stop set. That's always the worst. And I can be on force field duty. I mean, it gains him 2 life, because this the fairy token will have. Maybe the other option is to Inquisition him here and then leave up Slaughter Pact. Nah, I think we're better off racing at this point. He has to do quite a bit here to recover. In fact, with Slaughter Pact, we'd potentially just win next turn. Yeah. That's why Scion's good, guys. I was stuck on 2 lands for days. Hey guys, let's just run this as my main deck. Why the fuck not? What did I do for the engineered explosives last time? Maybe we'll get lucky. We'll just get a nice aggressive draw and we can go straight into the race again. Like I said, that right there are the main reason why I'm very happy with the Scion Boonas. The fact that it allows me to put such an insane clock on is really good, I think. Like my clock went from him being like, okay, whatever, I'm at 14, he's got some fairies, I've got a kitchen finks, blah blah blah, and then all of a sudden it was like, yeah, hey, surprise, you're on a 2-turn clock. Whereas before he was on a 3 or 4-turn clock, which was enough time for him to draw into who knows what. Like really, Pod draws into all kinds of crazy stuff. This hand's keepable. I can kill a turn 1 Dork, I have a turn 2 Blossom, and then I have a Sower for late game. I'm just doing it. It stops a turn 2 Finks or a turn 2 Pod. Both things I just don't want to deal with. Oh, well, there goes that game plan. Goodbye, Bitter Blossom. Sower is a very hard card for them to deal with. They only have a couple of cards that deal with it, so. Yeah, him having Thoughtseize there made this hand a lot worse. That helps. Just getting all my comes into play tap lands out of the way here. No reason not to. Oh, I can't even steal that. That sucks. Alright, now we need a Bitter Blossom. Huh? What about it? Did you turn it off? What did you put in it? Are you sure that's supposed to go in there? I'm assuming he's just gonna Gavany the shit out of this. Which is gonna make for a very quick game, unless I draw. Fuck, I don't even know what. Can I race? I'm gonna take 6 next turn. So I'm gonna take 6 next turn here. I'm gonna hit him for 3. This is a little risky. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of things I can do about a Thrun. We're 2-1 right now, B. We lost to that Soul Sisters deck, and then we beat Pod twice, and now we're playing Pod a third time. I'm gonna take 6 here and go to 5. Yeah, you get a Slaughter Pact. I'm probably just gonna steal your Sin Collector. And then your Sin Collector is gonna chump block your Thrun. Now, luckily, he's kind of in a position where he almost has to stay back on defense. What can I do here? Can I punch through with everything? I hit him for 3. He jumps here, takes 5, and then doesn't die. What we need is like we top deck like a cryptic. We're in a pretty good spot. Just attacking with the Thrun. I'm pitching a Mutavault for that. Sower can potentially get through if I draw a removal spell. I think I would have attacked with the red cap also, personally. This is a little scary. I won't lie, guys. Kind of draw I need right now is any removal. Any removal if he doesn't have a second flyer. Cryptic I don't think is enough. Cryptic might be enough because of the Mutavault, huh? If I can Cryptic, activate my other Mutavault and hit him for 4 exactly. So I need him to not cast anything. Kind of want him to just grow everything right now. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. So, assuming we draw a removal, that is technically a removal spell. Okay, hold on. Is there a way I can make Black Suns do the trick? He has 1 card in hand. I can technically Black Suns for enough to kill his board. And it turns off red cap. And then I can kill him the following turn if he doesn't have a blocker. Or I can hit him for 3. Black Suns for 2. Which clears all of the board but the Thrun, and then chump block the Thrun. Oh, you're right. I can Black Suns for 1. Yeah, if I Black Suns for 1, can I Black Suns for 1 and still activate this? Yeah. Yeah, Black Suns for 1, and then I can hit for exactly 4. Woo! So Zach, we're going to game 3. was scary, guys. I will not lie. Was that it? That's 3-1? Wait. Oh, we won game 1? Jeez. So, I'll take it, fuck. I don't even remember game 1, guys. Damn. So, I can't believe we lost to Soul Sisters and then beat Pod 3 freaking times. Oh, that's ridiculous. Yeah, I'll be done in just a minute, babe. Sorry, guys. I find that hilarious, just so you know. That one's going to go on Twitter for people to not believe. Hey. Yeah, I hear you. Chill. We beat him game 1? How did we beat him game 1? That was with Scion, right? When I just exploded. Okay, that's right. When you play Pod 3 times in a row, the games all sort of blur together because all their decks just do the same damn thing. That feels really good because the past month or so, most of my losses have been 2 Pod. To go through and beat it 3 times in a row really makes me like my list. I'm very happy with most of my choices. Black Sun Zenith is a goddamn all-star. Simple as that. It's a goddamn all-star. Well, anyways, guys, had some fun in a Tempest block draft, and then 3-1 in the daily. I'll take it. Beat Pod 3 times. I'll take that even more. I do think that's going to be it for the stream, though. My wife wants me upstairs. I got to go eat dinner, and then we're going to go get caught up on Sons of Anarchy since I didn't stay up that late last night. So thank you guys all for tuning in. Hope to see you next time. I'm not 100% sure when that'll be yet, but follow me on Twitter, and that'll be the best way to find out. I tend to tweet if I'm going to stream, if I remember. I don't know, I forget a lot. But thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining. Thanks for hanging out. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up. Thanks, guys.